Okay, let's dive right into this. 5 clicks, 5 surrenders, the reality of data privacy in Bangladesh. If you're a university student navigating the digital world right now, you'll want to hear this. We are going to map out the actual journey of your personal data. It starts the second you pick up your phone, and honestly, the reality of where that data goes is absolutely fascinating and kind of terrifying.
So, I really want you to ask yourself, what actually happens to your personal data in just 5 everyday clicks? We all think we're just harmlessly tapping our screens, right? But think about the massive digital trail you're leaving behind every single day without even realizing it. Every tap is a transaction, and the currency is literally your personal information.
Let's just walk through a totally normal day. You register a new Robbie SIM card to get a better data plan. You send your share of the rent to your roommate via the Rocket app. Later on, you kick back and stream a movie on Shorkey. During the slow parts, you're scrolling Instagram. And finally, you catch up on local headlines on BD News 24. Boom. 5 completely ordinary actions. But with every single one of those specific services, you are surrendering highly valuable data.
Section 1. What they actually collect. Mapping the data footprint.
Now, what's genuinely wild is the sheer variety of what these companies are pulling from your phone. Breaking it down, Robbie requires your mandatory biometrics and national ID. There's no getting around that. Rocket, a financial app, tracks your device ID and your contacts. Choki keeps tabs on your geographic location and exact watch history. Then you've got Instagram doing massive aggressive behavioral profiling across all Meta products. And BD News 24 is dropping cookies and grabbing your email. It is a massive spectrum of collection.
Section 2. The Privacy Compliance Gap. Law on paper versus reality in practice.
This is where it gets sketchy. When comparing the policy reality to strict legal standards like the EU's GDPR or Bangladesh's Personal Data Protection Act of 2026, the gap is huge. Robbie's mandatory NID and fingerprint collection, 0 opt-out for the user. Then you have Rocket. They're a mobile financial service handling real money for millions, yet their privacy policy is surprisingly thin, completely missing basic encryption standards or data retention timeframes. Compare that to the strict data minimization and detailed security rules demanded by law, and well, it doesn't really add up.
And this brilliantly illustrates the disconnect in the media and entertainment space too. Turkey actually uses GDPR-style terminology, calling themselves a data controller, but in practice, their terms allow user data to be transferred across borders without the required legal safeguards. And BD News 24 literally carves out their own journalism and opinion polls from privacy limits, alongside a super vague data retention period. True, strict compliance requires rigorous cross-border safety nets and strict storage limitation, not just making up your own exceptions.
Section 3. When data protection fails, the real-world consequences.
So, the crucial point here is a staggering number, 50 million. In 2023, a massive data breach on a Bangladesh government website inadvertently exposed the personal data of over 50 million citizens. We're talking names, phone numbers, and national identification numbers. That is the exact highly sensitive NID data that telecom operators like Robbie are mandated to collect. When the systemic infrastructure fails, your most personal identifiers are suddenly just out in the open.
And this isn't just theory. Tracking real-world incidents across these exact sectors paints a pretty grim picture. Back in 2019, Dutch Bangla Bank, Rocket's parent company, was hit by an ATM cyber heist where about $3 million was stolen. Over in the social media space, Meta has faced over 2.5 billion euros in fines from the Irish Data Protection Commission between 2021 and 2024 for GDPR violations. We just talked about the 2023 NID leak of 50 million records. And that same year, BD News 24's editor was actually sued under the Digital Security Act. The dangers across finance, social, government, and media are very, very real.
Section 4. The AI Compliance Solution. Bridging the Legal Gap.
Let's talk about how we actually fix this. We need to bridge the massive gap between these dense, confusing privacy policies and actual enforceable laws. The modern solution is a dual-layer, human-driven, AI-assisted compliance check. Basically, step 1, AI efficiently scans through those massive terms of service documents. Because let's face it, no human has time to read 50 pages of legalese every time an app updates. Then, step 2, human legal experts step in. They verify the AI's findings, contextualize the local laws, and ensure accurate alignment with frameworks like the PDPA 2026 and GDPR. The AI brings the speed, the humans bring the legal truth. It's an absolutely crucial fix to catch these blind spots.
Which brings us to our final thought. As a student in this incredibly connected world, your digital footprint is expanding every single second of every day. From your SIM card to your wallet to the movies you watch, the data is out there. The laws are on the books, but who is actually checking your compliance? It's definitely time we start demanding better protection for our digital lives. Thanks so much for diving into this explainer with me, and stay curious out there.